Thank you very much for being here and for joining us for this important briefing. I especially want to thank Dr. Trita Parsi for coming here today to brief us on the diplomatic options that remain to prevent war and resolve the nuclear dispute. Dr. Parsi is founder and president of the National Iranian-American Council and an expert on U.S.-Iran relations. He's the author of a book called Treacherous Alliance, The Secret Dealings of Iran, Israel, and the United States, and has won the silver medal of the 2008 Arthur Ross Book Award from the Council on Foreign Relations. His new book, A Single Roll of the Dice, Obama's Diplomacy with Iran, uncovers the previously unknown story of American and Iranian negotiations during President Obama's early years. Since President Obama's inauguration, the United States and Iran have engaged in less than 1 hour of direct talks. If the crippling sanctions that the U.S. and Europe have imposed are meant to push the Iranian regime to negotiations, it hasn't worked. U.S. sanctions have hurt Iran's economy and ordinary Iranian people. They've not created any meaningful change in the behavior of the Iranian government. Simply put, U.S. policy towards Iran has failed to ensure a peaceful Iran that aids regional stability. As the war of words between the United States and Iran escalates, it is more critical than ever that we highlight alternatives to war to avoid the same mistakes we made in Iraq. That's why I've been a leader in opposing the sanctions bills, such as the Iran Refined Petroleum Sanctions Act of 2009 and the Iran Threat Reduction Act, that I believe will only lead us down the path of war. Many of us know that the United States cannot afford to embroil ourselves in another military campaign. The U.S. has thus far spent over $1.2 trillion of borrowed money on the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Military action against Iran would be disastrous for the region and for the United States' moral standing. U.S. Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta has himself warned against the use of military force in Iran, stating that it would cause unintended consequences in the region and, quote, could have a serious impact on U.S. forces in the region, unquote. A military strike on Iran is also likely to produce the result we want and will only delay Iran's nuclear program. A serious diplomatic track based on mutual trust is the only way to achieve increased transparency. At this time, I'd like to invite to the podium Dr. Trita Parsi, and thank you for your consistent efforts in trying to bring about peaceful resolution of conflict. Thank you very much, Dr. Parsi.
Thank you so much, Congressman. I want to take the opportunity